Hey, how's it going? Josh here from Books by Josh, and this is episode number 77 of the Books by Josh audio immersion. This episode is titled Holiday Blues. Let's dive in. Right now, it's November 23rd, 2022, which means tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So I decided to make an episode on holiday blues. There's no research involved in this, so this is just me shooting from the hip about the topic. What are holiday blues? Well, it's when the holiday season comes around and you're feeling down. Simple as that. Why does it happen? I don't know, like I said earlier a minute ago, but in my opinion, I feel that sometimes you experience it because it's the end of the year. It's November. The last Thursday of November is Thanksgiving, which means in less than 7 days, the month is over, meaning you're in December. That's what comes after November. No, but seriously, the year's gone. It flew by. Where has time gone? And that's what a lot of people might ask themselves. That's what I do. So when Thanksgiving comes around, that means my birthday's almost here, which is a week before Christmas, which means New Year's is almost here. And it's just piling on the fact that the goals I set for myself, more likely I didn't complete them. Another year has gone by and nothing's changed. Or I see how happy everybody is, and then they want you to be happy too. Not everybody celebrates holidays, you know? It's like, what's there to be happy about? Eating, being thankful, okay, but I can do that on any day. Why should we have to be told when to be thankful and meet with family? I honestly don't see a big deal for holidays, but that's just me. But coupled with the fact that you have all this cheer going around, the radio stations play nothing but Christmas music now. It's like, if you don't celebrate Christmas for religion or personal reasons, why should you be bothered with that Christmas specials on every channel? I saw, what was it, TBS today or TNT? One of them, I always get them confused. That they're going to play the movie Elf for 24 hours straight. Why? Like, come on. And then, as I mentioned with Tech with Josh, for streaming, the Charlie Brown holiday specials, the Great Pumpkin, the Christmas one, all the Thanksgiving one, they're all on Apple TV Plus. That was a big deal, and it's just like, it's honestly marketing. For TV, it's the Nielsen ratings to boost viewership. You put commercial spots in there. There you go. You're gonna sell more things. Sales, Black Friday sales. All right. Sure, you can get deals on things, but there's sales all the time, and sometimes companies mark up the price to more than it normally is to give you a discount. So say if this product costs $100, they'll say, "Hey, this is $120, but you could have it for $100." And this is a real thing. Fake sales to get old stock out. And that's usually what it is. It's older stock that they heavily discount because the newer version's out. Prime example, Apple TV 4K, the second generation one. I can get one right now on Amazon for $80 because the new one came out. And the price point of the old one was a lot higher than the new one, so they have to heavily discount it to move them for Black Friday to get rid of old stock. It's all marketing. It's like Valentine's Day, things like that. But let's go back on holiday blues. So it's a time to be with family, stay put. But what happens if you're estranged from your family? Things happen. Not everything is the Joneses or the Brady Bunch. So that's another factor that could be put into play. Or you could have lost a loved one during this time. Just today, dealing with customers who their parents, family members have passed on, and it's literally during this time. So it's like, yeah, you're kind of gonna remember it. Like personally, my grandmother passed on Halloween, October 31st, and her birthday was Christmas. So I was like, eh. But these are factors that could play into it, and it's just society has put into place. Also, once again, this is my opinion. This notion of what's supposed to be celebrated, how you're supposed to act, Like, let's take Japan. In Christmas time, they get a cake and fried chicken. That's it, you know? But here, we have the trees, we have all these big things. It's like New Year's Eve. Everybody goes to Times Square, stand out there for 7 hours, and they can't even pee. Why? See a ball drop? Technically, it's a new year, but in a different time zone, it's already that year, you know? That's why, like I said, holidays to me are pointless, but during this time, they still affect me because it's like I said, did I hit my goals? Did I make more this year than I made last year? Am I on track to finish said goals? What am I going to do to make those goals? Or do I just go in the towel and try again next year? It's just so many factors, and then also you have to when you talk to people, or you have to tell them Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. Like, it gets tedious. Now, if you're still here, I applaud you, but people may say, "Oh no, Josh, you're just being a Scrooge." It's my beliefs. I'm not going to put them on you because that would be wrong. But while everybody's doing caroling, playing the Christmas music, have the lights out on outside, if you see your neighbor not doing that, don't bother them with it. It's like Christmas with the Cranks, Tim Allen movie. They were trying to go away for Christmas and not celebrate in this small little town because the daughter wasn't coming home for Christmas. So they say, hey, let's not celebrate Christmas. And guess what? The whole town was against them. That they're the bad guys. Like, that's the whole thing with the holidays. A lot of people make it seem like you have to be jolly. You have to celebrate. They look at you differently in certain areas if, oh, you don't have your lights up. Why don't you have Christmas decoration? Why? If if I don't celebrate it, well, I don't care. It's another day to me. For me, why should I? But to each his own, you know. It's not like I'm gonna go to them and say, "Hey, put down your decorations." No, it's the whole thing. Just feel like people also, if you live in a different country from your family, or if you live a few states over, towns over, and you can't make it home to be with them, you can also feel depressed, and depression is a real thing. And honestly, rest in peace to Green Ranger. He passed this past week before recording this episode. Part of my childhood, but like you see, Christmas time, one of your childhood heroes passed away, and it also falls into this. And another thing with my generation, early mid 30s, we, us, we're millennials or whatever you want to call us, Gen Z, Gen X, I don't know. But the whole thing is there's expectations on us from our families to have the white picket fence, to have the house already, the family, the kids, know what you're going to do for a living. I honestly don't have my life together like that. I don't want to say a lie, say, oh, yeah, my life's together. I have a cashmere sweater on. I have a pipe, and I'm smoking by my fireplace with my bearskin rug, wearing sunglasses at night. No, okay, none of us really have our lives together. We might show it on the outside, but if you look inside our minds, you see we don't. And the holidays, you're often putting on the front. You're cooking. You're inviting everybody over to show off what you have. You could be drowning in debt. You could have a drinking problem, a drug problem, whatever. The whole thing is you're putting on the act up front to show the picture perfect family. You're taking the Christmas photos, things like that, just because society wants you to. Whereas you shouldn't have to because it's the norm. No. I know I completely went away from holiday blues, but this is just my feeling on this time of year in general. And like I said, my birthday's literally 7 days before Christmas Eve, a week before. So that's why I know Christmas ends If Christmas lands on the Sunday, my birthday's on the Saturday, every single year. But so we just have to let people express themselves in whatever manner they want to. And if you're feeling blues, listen, do what you do to mellow out. Listen to some music, read a book, get a massage. Do something, get your mind off it. It's going to be hard, I know. Trust me, I know. But me, I'm going to sit back, play something, music wise, probably hard rock, then blues, then canto pop, then some salsa, reggaeton, go to heavy metal, classic rock. I'm going to switch it up because make it feel different. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm not listening to Christmas music. That's it for this episode. Once again, this isn't like a regular episode. I just want the event. Thank you for sticking through to the end. See you guys in the next one.